Good morning, y'all. I'm up here at some taco spot. My work order says Dave called in. Hoshizaki KM 1600 has a 2-beep alarm and is not making ice. Let's go see what's going on. All right, there we are. You can kind of hear it beeping. Let me open it up and see what's going on. We go ahead and open this up, and obviously we got ourselves a freeze up. Big old slabs of ice in there, so I'm going to just turn that off so it stops beeping, and then I'm gonna reset it, throw this into harvest. That way it warms up these plates, gives me a little jump start. Go get my water hose, plug it in over there, and then start melting. So I've got my water hose. Gonna go ahead and just start melting away. This is gonna be like 30 minutes, 35 minutes. Show you when I'm all done. So ice is all removed. All these evaporators. We're gonna put these splash shields or water curtains back on, and then I'm going to turn it on and see what happens. All right, like I said before, 2-beep alarm, harvest time exceeded 20 minutes. These are what we're gonna check for. We're gonna check for thermistor, hot gas valve not opening, TXV or LLV leaking by, low on charge, insufficient compressor, or water regulating valve leaking by. This is a traditional remote, so we don't really need to worry about that. Let's fire it up and see what happens. All right, looks like we got good water flow down the center of all of our evaporators. I'm actually gonna turn it off real quick because I forgot to check for evaporator separation. That's probably the first thing you should check for. Also, my gauge here didn't go down to 0, so I know I have plenty of water flow through my filters. So I went ahead and checked my evaporators. They're all good. I just remembered something from a previous video that I posted where I checked the bin thermostat, or not the bin thermostat, the mechanical bin control until the very, very end. I'm actually gonna check it first, see if that's my issue. So that's what I was talking about, my mechanical bin control. Let me go ahead and just check that first and see if that's the reason why possibly my ice filled all the way up, filled up inside that chute, and then froze up my evaporators and caused the machine to turn off. So tested my mechanical bin control, and it is closed when it's supposed to be closed, and then when I push that paddle in, that goes OL, and I did it about 15 to 20 times, nice and slow. Worked right every single time. So I'm going to move on. So here's some weird stuff going on. My pump is sucking some water and some air, which means the water trough down in there is mostly empty. My float has not triggered harvest, even though I am 30 minutes into freeze, that top number right there. I'm assuming there's something wrong with this. I'm gonna wait, see if it goes into harvest on its own. Another thing is, I don't know if you can see it, but these cubes are way too big. They're starting to bridge over and form one long cube all the way down the length. This shouldn't be connected, but it is. I don't know if I can get you a better shot of that. Where my light is at. There it is. Yeah, those are way too big. So there's more than likely something going on with my float, and I'm gonna have to investigate that a little further. Testing my float. I did just adjust it prior because I don't want any water coming out of this boot when I take it off. I did pull this plug out so that I can drain all the water out of the bin, or excuse me, out of the trough up there into the bin down here, and then I don't have to make a mess when I take it apart. So I tested my water float and everything turned out good. I think it was closed in the down position and open in the up position. while I was doing that, I got a good look at the inside of here. It looks all just black, but if you look closely, it's actually full of stuff. Let me see if I can shove this in there. And I don't think water was flowing through my float properly, and instead causing it to freeze over. Not really gonna be able to get a great shot of that, but I'm gonna have to use both hands, turn on this water, get this crap to come out of here. But I'm pretty sure my lines were clogged up. It's part of the issue. Also, my water flow was adjusted too high. So I'm gonna watch one more cycle after I clean this, put it back together, and then just chalk it up to a cleaning and an adjustment, and then we'll call it good. All right, let's get a good look at this. So my freeze time, after I made that adjustment to my float down there, and I cleaned out that boot, my freeze time went from 30 minutes to 21 minutes. These are no longer frozen together. They're falling as individual cubes instead of sheets, and that's what it's supposed to look like. So just finished up my work order, called the customer, let them know what was going on. I was kind of thinking it was going to be a bigger issue, maybe require some parts cleaning, but really at the end of the day, an adjustment, a cleaning of the parts breakdown calls it a float switch connector. I call it a rubber boot. Yeah, so just cleaned it out, made the adjustment, watched another cycle. My freeze time actually went from a 31 minute freeze time all the way down to a 20-minute freeze time. And the cubes weren't all connected and frozen in one big solid sheet. They were actually individual cubes. When it went into harvest, they dropped. You saw it. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hope this helped. See you guys next time.